Hello farmers, welcome back to Wyther Farms, staring at my grass field in mid-spring. It was a long winter, it was a late winter. Winter just dragged on forever. It's not like it got a lot of snow, it just stayed like relatively cold. And the first thing I wanted to do this spring was to get our field on the other side of the VGA planted as soon as I could. But the ground temperature has just barely gotten warm enough so we can do that. And we're going to be planting some oats today over there. Oats I decided to go with because oat prices seem to be rather well. And not only will I get to be able to sell oats when it comes time to, but also get some straw out of it. But I'm staring at the grass field. I could technically harvest it today because it is ready to be cut. Because I need the cash. But I'm going to wait until the grass is fully grown. I don't know how desperate I am going to be for cash, but I'm pretty strung out because I am maxed back out on my loan again. Up to 196,000 pounds on the loan, leaving me with just about $7,800 because most of the cash went to the silo that we built this past winter. And when they said it was bigger than what I thought it was, yeah, they're not kidding, it was bigger than what I thought it was. Not really sure why they're getting rid of it. I think it's just because the footprint of the building is too big for the area that they had. So they're going with a more modernized silo at their farm. So the footprint is going to be the same for them, but the grain silos are mostly what takes up the footprint on their new silos going in. So we're getting the old one. Yeah, I paid 50,000 pounds for this, and yep, helped them go ahead and built it piece by piece. The good thing is it came apart in sections, so not too bad, but we now have a silo. I don't know how much we can hold into it. I think it's like 200,000 liters I can probably pop into there, which should be just about right for us. But anyways, the goal for today is to get our, I guess we can call it an oat field seeded today. So I already leased a drill, and it's already up at the store waiting. But I'm going to have to go fill it up with some seed, of course. Let's go ahead and fire up the tractor. I have not done any maintenance on any of the equipment yet because being the money the way it is, I don't want to do it just yet. Might not be a wise decision, but it's a decision I went ahead and I'm making. So, on up to the store, we'll get the drill, and then I'll have to go over and fill up with some seed. And then we'll get the planting right away. Everything should be good to go. I haven't been over to the field, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. So, yeah, last fall I went to go over to see Mr. Withers and Sherman. Had a good time. I did not stay overnight. I just drove back that night to get back in my own bed because I want to be back here and start thinking some things. I did put a feeler out there about maybe working their field again this year if they still had it. And they said they'll have to wait until springtime before they make a decision. So I have some ideas. We'll see what they say. What I say at last I checked. Oh, the gate's not open. How interesting. Wonder why it's closed. It should be open. Our drill is out there. So I have some plans of what I possibly could do. I'm just going to wait to hear from them. I'm pretty sure they were just going out all winter, hopefully that they could probably sell the place. But as far as I can tell, they have not. And I really haven't seen no activity around there either. So I'm not sure if anyone's even been over there to look at the place. So I'm not really sure. But today, I'm just focusing on getting my field planted. Alright, so this is what we're renting for the day. Batterstad. Hopefully I can pronounce that correctly. Probably not. Probably not. Alright, let's head on down to the seed store, fill this up with some seeds, and then we can start planting in our field. Yeah, so I definitely need some cash soon. Now, the good thing about this season, as I told my loan officer at the bank, no plans to really buy anything expensive. I mean, I really don't need to do anything because after I seed this oat field, I don't need to lease another seeder for the rest of the year. At least I don't. Unless I do something up at Wyther Farms, but I can't see me doing... I don't know. I just haven't heard from all winter, really. Other than we did send a couple texts back and forth wishing each other happy holidays, but that was about it. But yeah, like I was telling my loan officer, I don't expect to be making any big purchases this year. Although the farmer did offer me that a decent price on the land next to our cabin. So, you know, I guess all depends, but I think this year I'd just rather focus on getting some of the loan paid off. Traffic around here never ceases to amaze me. So I don't know how much seed it's going to be to plant in that field, but hopefully the money I got will cover it. Well, at 2,789 pounds every time I got to fill this thing, I can pretty much fill it up one more time and maybe a little bit more after that. So we'll see how far that gets us. I don't know if I can't do it. Maybe I'll ask the store for a little leniency for a couple days, because I will have some silage bales probably in about 4 days. I know it's asking a lot, but if I don't get this field completely seeded, that's really going to cut into my profits. And then of course I'll have to wait to get more money to come in, because then I'll have to buy fertilizer to fertilize the field. Money's going to be tight. I really need to, now that people can work in the fields, maybe I need to go ask Mr. Who if he's got any jobs. Ask around anywhere that's got jobs, and hopefully I can get some money coming in. That is the big thing. Money, money, money. But I think it'll be a good year when it comes time to sell these crops in the winter. And selling at a peak time instead of like last year where I had to kind of sell it as is. And of course we'll have the silage bales all year to do. So hopefully I don't have to go through that much seed. See how far I can get on one tank full on this wonderful little drill. Doesn't look like it's going through it too quick, but then again, it is a 6 meter wide drill and the field is a decent size here, so we'll see how far I can get. So far, I'm liking it. It's not, doesn't seem to be consuming it too much, so I may be able to do this. I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident that I can finish this field with the amount of cash I have left. The only thing that could really hurt me is if I go over the hour usage on this drill, then I'll have to pay an extra fee on that. That could hurt a little bit. I didn't check to see how much it was per the hour, but it was initially $2,500 to lease. So I'm going to say maybe $400 for an extra hour or so. We shall see. But I've gotten 4 headlands done now, so I can now I can get nice turnarounds here and go back and forth. And yeah, I'm just now down to about 40% left in the drill, which is pretty good. I have enough cash to fill it again. I know that. So I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm feeling more confident than when I first started. When I first got in the field and I started looking at the field, I'm like, yeah, this field is it's pretty big in size. I'm still surprised I got this field for like 80,000 pounds. That is rather cheap compared to all the other fields around here. So it was kind of a steal. Now this will be the first year that we have done the full crop rotation in the field ourselves. Yeah, when we bought the field, it had the barley already planted in it, and they did a winter barley. So they planted it in the fall and we harvested it the following year. And there was a considerable amount of withered crops, dead crops, the following when we harvested. You can still see where the crops were that didn't make it to harvest time. But we're planting it this spring, and we'll be harvesting it this year. So hopefully no winter die-off, no drought. Hopefully will come along, but we shall see. But yeah, we'll need some fertilizer at some point, probably after I do the silage bales. I'll get probably like 35 to 40,000 pounds in that, and that should be enough to get this field fertilized. I'm just hoping that by the time the grass field's ready and then the bales turn to silage and I sell them, Of course, I got to wait for midnight for the BGA to give me the cash. By the time that all happens, I get in this field to fertilize it. I hope the crop hasn't grown too tall, because I do not have a tractor with row crop tires on it. So that would kind of hurt by driving in the field and doing crop damage. It'd be almost like, is it worth it to fertilize the field and get crop damage? Or, I mean, I think it would almost equal itself out. That's another thing I'll have to wait and see on. But yeah, definitely, I got to start putting out some feelers out there for some jobs the next day or two to bring some cash in, because that could really change my feeling. That's one thing I'm kind of nervous about, because I am paying about £1,000, I still do that, £1,000 a night in loan interest fees and property taxes. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely better find a job tomorrow. So, I mean, first I'll go ask Mr. Who, although I'm not really, I mean, maybe I'll actually go talk to Sally first. Mr. Who, I don't mind doing work for him. He pays me, and everything's fine. Is this something off-putting about him? I'm not too sure. Even from the first day we met him, I mean, he said he wants to become a doctor, but yet he wanted to kind of buy with his farm, and Sherman will not sell to Mr. Who. So, if he wants to become a doctor, I don't know why he's trying to expand his farm, but that's, you know, to each his own. That's his life. He can lead it the way he wants. But yeah, maybe I'll go talk to Sally first, and maybe I'll find jobs elsewhere. The farmer that owns the fields next to me, he seems to be a very friendly guy, so maybe I can find some work for him. They still got the field that he's trying to, I don't want to say trying to sell me, but offer to me. He still has oilseed radishes into it. So maybe I'll cultivate that in, because at some point that crop is going to be fully mature, and then it'll just die off. So maybe they'll want to get that cultivated into the field and get some nutrients back in. But yes, I'm feeling better about my situation here on this field, seed-wise and money-wise. Everything looks like it's going to be probably fine. I'm just nervous about the 1 hour, going over the 1 hour on this drill. I'm just hoping it's only like 400 or 500, because it's going to be kind of close if I get this done in an hour. But man, it's looking really, really nice here. It's nice when you're tight on money like I am right now, and you're putting seed into a field. It just feels good, because you know in a few months' time it's going to pay off. Oats go for a decent amount of money. I was looking at 4 crop options, all a cereal crop other than corn. So I was looking at the wheat, the barley, the oats, and then I was looking at canola. And the wheat and barley don't sell for as much as oats do. And then I do get the straw, obviously, from the oats as well. Now, oats don't yield as well as barley and wheat does, so that's why you get more per 1,000 liters. But definitely we'll be getting the straw. I don't think I'll be leasing that baler. Of course, that could change when the fall comes if my money situation is better. So last year we leased a baler, and a square baler. I do like that square baler. I would like to have it on my farm, but yeah, the money situation, yeah, money. So we'll probably have to use our baler, which is not bad. I'll just have to take my time doing it. We'll take a little time doing it, and then sell those straw bales like we did last season, because I have no use for them right now. No use for them whatsoever. So I'm hoping I can go around. I should be able to go around one more time, no problem. But I'm going to run it until the drill is completely dry, then go top it off. Definitely got to fill up again. That's not a question. We know that for sure. But already looking at how much of the field I got done, and I still got, well, a quarter of a tank left to seed. So I think I'm fine. I'm just going to fill up one more time, I believe, and that'll be enough for sure. Now, when I choose to lease certain equipment, I try to lease equipment that I'm thinking I might purchase for the farm in the future. And I chose this particular drill for a couple of reasons. One, it's just a seed tank. It doesn't have a fertilizer tank, so I can stick a lot of seed into it, because the way I'm going to work here on the farm is I'm going to plant a field and then fertilize it afterwards, because we are doing the soil sampling. So that works out well. It's a direct drill, so I don't need to cultivate the field before I drill with it, so that works out rather well. And 6 meters is probably the smallest width I would go for seeing the size of this field. I mean, this is getting the job done quicker than I thought I would, honestly. I seem to be getting along rather well. But everything seems to be working out just perfect, and I do like this drill. I think when I asked the store, I think it goes for like 76,000 pounds, brand new. So that could be something. Like I said, this year I don't want to spend any money on anything this year. I really just want to focus on doing a year of doing hopefully 3 cuts on the grass. So, you know, maybe that'll be like 120,000 pounds right there. And then whatever we get off this field here, this field could be very profitable for us. I don't remember how much we got for the wheat last year. No, sorry, barley. Yeah, it was barley. I should know that. Because we sold the barley when we harvested it, and the price was not good at all. But what was I supposed to do? I did send a text to the farmer that we bought the silo from, because I know he said 200,000 liters will be held in that silo. I'm just looking at him like, it's got to be, that doesn't seem right. So I sent a text just to confirm it's 200,000 liters. So see if he replies here sometime today. I know in the springtime they were going to be building their new silo, so he might be busy doing that. They had to get rid of the silo that I currently have first, because they're building the new silo right where the old one was. So that's why we built mine in the winter. Not that I needed the silo right away, because I don't need it until the fall, but you know, you got to take deals when you can get them. I don't think I can get around the field one more time. I might be able to. It's going to be awfully close, because I was at, you know, down to a quarter of a tank. Now I'm down to 12%. So I might get around one more time. But the good thing is, even if I don't get around one more time, I'll be at the correct end, so I can get out down the road and top it off. I'm just glad the rain is holding off, because I don't want to be direct drilling while it's raining out. Well, I did make it around the field one more time, and there wasn't no sense of continuing with the amount of seed I had left, so I'm back here to top her off, and hopefully this is the last time I have to do so to finish off this field. Leaving me with 2,250 pounds in my bank account. Not much cash at all, but the field is looking rather good, especially from the road. Looks like I am more than halfway done, so I think I won't have to refill at all. But we will wait and see how it comes out. Good news and bad news. Bad news first. Yep, I've had the seeder just a little bit too long, went over the hour, and it was 1,500 pounds for the extra hour. So my count is now down, well, just below 700 pounds. So that means when midnight comes tonight, I really don't have enough funds in my bank account to cover payments. The good news, I got plenty of seed left to finish the field, so that's good. 2, the field will be finished. That's even better. So, yeah, everything's looking pretty darn good here. So, being almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not sure if I will be able to get a job today. I mean, I just need like a small kind of a job. If the 1 hour limit didn't, you know, come up a while ago, say I went like 5-10 minutes over, I'm pretty sure the store would have refunded me the extra money back on going over the hour by only like 5-10 minutes, but it's been a while. It's probably going to be pretty close, like 15-20 minutes over the hour, so not going to bother asking. The seed I have, I'm going to keep. I thought about selling it, trying to get enough cash back, but I don't think selling the seed is going to do it. Like I said, I need about 1,000 pounds around midnight, so. And I have nothing to sell. I mean, I don't have any equipment to sell. Everything I have, I desperately need. I don't have any grain to sell. So, yeah, I'll just see if I can come up with something the rest of the day. The other good news I got, though, I got a reply on the silo. And he said he forgot a digit, and I was like, okay, so it's not 200,000 liters? He goes, no, it's 1.2 million liters that silo can hold. So yeah, I'm pretty much set for a long time with that silo. As long as nothing breaks down on it, I'm all set. I don't have enough fields to fill that up for sure. So yeah, I'm good for a while on that silo, for darn sure. Speaking of being all set, I'm all set on this field here. Yeah, I did have some weeds already growing in the field already. Imagine that. So let's go ahead and lift this up, fold it on up, and we are done planting oats in this field. And I'm actually shocked. When I first started, I was thinking I was to fill it at least 2 full times and maybe use a half of the third tank. But basically, it was like just a little over a tank and a half to get that field done. I do love this drill. It's the perfect drill for that field. I mean, just a little bit over an hour to drill it, but that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So let's go back to the farm. Farm's going to look a little different now when I go in with that silo sitting there. I'm going to have to get used to that. The placement, when I put it down, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to like the placement, but I think I like it where it's going to be. So when I come in, I was originally got the silo line right up. When I come in, I can pull right up and in. But I decided to put off to the side just a little bit. So when I do come in, like the combine and such, but I'm not going into the silo, I can get around it and have no problem getting to our lovely little garage here. And let's go ahead and put those down. So I got some lime and I got some seed. I just need some cash. Alright, I'm going to go return this drill. You know what I want to do for him? I want to give it a good wash. Why not? I mean, technically I got it for another 45 minutes, so I'll have to pay anything out. So I might as well give it a good wash before I bring it on back. Never hurts to keep in good with the store.